And we're live. Okay. All right. What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here with this week's weekly update. It's kind of a little bit. It's a little something different than your usual update videos. Of course, like I said before, I go into it there because I know some of y'all are probably making guesses of what it is just based on the thumbnail that you clicked on and everything. So before we get into it, there, that way kind of clear things up for you guys. Some of you may have figured it out, um, but anyway, what? Okay, so just a brief, I guess, pretty much reminders and possibly a few new things, might be new things. But okay, so I mentioned about all the stuff that's coming up last week. The new Star Striker series, the Wild Done, and of course Yumiko. Little something new. I did start on. I actually did start a little bit on novel number 4 for Yumiko. But yeah, like I said, I ain't gonna say nothing about it just yet. But I did start on it. But I probably will, fill you guys in on that. Once I get, start really like getting into it there. Like I say, so much been going on. But like I said, I did get a start on it. And yeah, really gotta buckle down on it some more. So, uh, but yeah, there's that. Um, So yeah, that's that. I got that started. Then, like I say, you got the How I Met EJ video dropping at some point this week. Next week I'll be and then of course for early viewers on Patreon, you can see that right now before it drops, and you can also get a look at How I Met Casey. You can also be sure to also check out if you hadn't seen it already. How I Met Queen Tina, aka Christina. Um, Way back from that was uploaded. That video has been on this channel. It was for Christmas last year. So yeah, it dropped on Christmas last year. That How I Met Christina. So aka Queen Tina. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that out there. And like I say, definitely going to be more stuff in the future. Our one last little get together for the year for Scooby Doo. Then of course, enjoying the holidays, fanfics, yada yada yada, Bubblina, all that. So all that pretty much, yeah. Like I say, like I say, it was a little bit something new that about with the novel progress, but you'll get more of that possibly in the next update video, and maybe even possible a video of its own there. Just all depends, but and oh, and then one thing I will I really want to yeah, I know I got to work with the novel, but yeah, like I say, so that's kind of taking time as well. I am going to get a couple of videos up to you guys. I ain't going to tell you what they are, but there are a couple of videos already put together and everything, and pretty much re-uploads there. So that's a hint right there. Some other re-uploads that I'm going to take down from the old channel and bring to you guys here, which will along with with the EJ and the Casey video, we'll still keep something coming for you guys right up to the whole Scooby Doo thing, more shorts, and I really hope to at some point. I don't know when. Like I say, probably if I had to guess, probably after I finish writing the at least the fourth Yumiko novel, and then the script for the play. Possibly, but somewhere within that, I do hope to try to make some time to get some more Yu-Gi-Oh manga readings to you guys there. Because, like I say, I definitely want to get through that series. Um, so yeah, definitely be. Hopefully, I can get to that. So yeah, so that's yeah, basically brief. Now, what I really call this for, and it does, and what we're about to talk about. There is some not a whole lot, but it does have some connection to some of what we do here a little bit. Um, I know. I've actually, if anybody has followed my previous channels, you probably, um, that's what I say. People that followed my previous channel and watching this video here probably know what the deal is. Yeah, like I say, this is 2025. The last day of September. Um, not, and if I want to, and if I say so correct, let me hold on. Let me bring up something here real quick. Cause it's in there. Uh, and like, oh, better yet, Facebook. Yeah, because I got pictures and everything here. Album. Here we are. Okay, no, that's not it. Yeah, right there, right there. Okay, so actually, this is actually when I found out about it. It was around this time when I found out this information, but actually, September 21st, and I probably need to go back, probably to go back and put that in the description box there. But September 21st, 2019, 6 years ago, that we lost Angela Pierre, really good friend of mine from high school and Woodlawn and everything. She had a lot of things that she, wanted to do in life. She was at the time she passed. She was a school teacher. Oh, I think she was about to become a school teacher, or she had got her credits. But that's what she was in the. I think either was or in the process of. Um, but anyway, she was taken, and like I say, she had hopes of doing some other things too. Not just, like I say, teaching was one of them, but there was some other things she wanted to do at that time. She even had some goals back when we were in high school. Um, now, there, of course, she had different goals recently as opposed to high school, but you never know. Had she been around, she might have been able to pull, but a lot of us, a lot of times we have goals we come up with when we're kids or teenagers and stuff like that. And sometimes they change because, sometimes we get into other things and, we want to, there's other things we want to, venture into. But you never know, you might possibly do the new things and still come back to what you may have stated when you was a kid or something there. So, yeah, like I say, never say never. It could happen. But so yeah, this so you say so I'm gonna put some this vibration on here. Yeah, that's all right there. No, you saw it in the thumbnail, but yeah, it's a little bigger picture there. My best friends, yeah, love and memory, and also her mother had passed as well. Her mother passed before she did there. And according to this picture here, okay, okay, now that's the picture of her, of her gravesite there. Born in, birthday was in August the 24th, 1988. Matter of fact, her birthday not is pretty much close to it's close to my cousin Tiffany's birthday, same month too. Yes, first because cousin Tiffany, but only difference is the year. Yeah, but like I say, as I said again, we went to school together there, and her mother, born October, Eureka Pierre, that was her mother's name, born October the 13th, 1966, and she passed away in 2015. She passed about 4 years before Angela did there. Why this thing is loading all of a sudden? Okay, don't cut off on me now. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing a thing near the arrow there. Okay, let me, because I'm getting a little. Okay, okay, it's still on there. All right, so it's okay. Just making sure that the live was still going. I didn't want to have to be trying to stop and doing a whole nother just for this. Okay, so anyway, yeah, her mother, yeah, had right before she did, and I know there was a lot of time that Angela posted about her mother, which I mean that's understandable. I mean that's a really big loss there. Um, and there was some pictures of her there. Let's see, from some of her pages there. Let's see, yeah, let's see, yeah. Let's see. And then of course, mother again. That was the I think that's a program for the for her funeral. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that's what. Yeah, that's kind of what this and so just a little bit about Angela there. Met like I say, first saw her I was high school, of course. Woodlawn High. Want to say it was around freshman year. No, actually junior year. I take that back. Junior year when I actually first like actually met her and associated with her and everything. And then I think over time leading up into my senior year, we start because we were also oh yeah, probably yeah, over yeah, then we start talking more so in the journalism class and yeah, more so of course in senior year there. Cause we didn't have I don't think we had journalism class in senior year, but yeah, junior year we talked a lot in the journalism class, doing the newspaper together. And that was the same time that I started um, the Star Striker series and everything. And in the 2004 Star Striker series, I actually first made the character Angela, who was Star Striker's love interest, and that was actually who I had in mind was Angela at that time for Angela for the Angela character. The first time that I came up with the series there, and yeah, that's so. Yeah, definitely. Previous videos about the 2004 Star Trek series, stuff like that. There, where I talk more detail about that, and I don't know. I'm not sure yet, but I may possibly do a redo of those videos. I'm not taking the old ones down, but like a do like maybe redo how I talk about it, sort of after I finish the Heroes of Dream readings. But anyway, so yeah, she was her likeness was imagined in Angela way back then, and then like I say, then of course 2017 Star Striker series. That yeah, because I actually drew her, and there's actually when I finish the anniversary book of Heroes of Dream, you're going to see some gonna let's just say it's going to be something really special there. But like I say, Star Striker series. Uh, she was in not actually drew. Drew Angela exactly how she looked at everything, but in kid form, of course. She was real impressed by that there, as well as also just the comic in general. The comic in general, and as you can see, let's see, go to this picture right here from the thumbnail. Yes, her with a couple of the books there and wearing a T-shirt of it. Yeah, so yeah, she was really impressed, and the thing was, she wasn't really a superheroes wasn't really her thing. It wasn't something that she was into, but because of the fact that it was coming from me, that was the reason she, you know, bought. Not only did she support me in buying the books, but even like I say, in addition to the Angela character, she came up with a character of her own to add to the series, which I would also feature her in in Yumi in well actually Yumiko, but also more so in the new Star Striker series. So yeah, you will see the Angela character come back once again, and try to even do like I say, because she was done. So she was, because I mean, did a really good job with her in the Star Striker series, but we're gonna try to do better with her in Yumiko. And like I say, I kind of feel like a portion of, you know, and I know she's, in reality wise, her spirit fully is in heaven. But yeah, I like to kind of imagine that part of her is in the character Angela, not only and not just in the the past Star Trek series, but the current Yumiko one, as well as the new Star Trek series that'll be coming out next year at some point. Um, Along with, of course, the character she came up with, Monet Chanel Pierre, which, aka Diva Say, that's actually a drawing that she made of her, just sort of give me an ideal of, I think mostly the hair thing. That's, yeah, like I say, the whole part of her having magical hair power was her idea. And like I say, this was before Riri and the Dancing Braids play. So we didn't know anything. Neither one of us knew anything about Riri no Sherry Gray's creation, and we didn't. And it's yeah. So like I say, and so there's a yeah. It was so this so yeah. Diva Slay as a superhero with long hair. Yeah. So yep. So she came up with that. Matter of fact, even she even got a little bio on her. Is a Her name is Diva Slay. She has extremely long hair that goes all the way to her butt. I'm actually reading what she put. Say, her is her superpower. She uses it to fight criminals. She can also transform it into any hairstyle that she wants. You don't ever want to see Attack of the Tight Curls. She wants to join forces with Star Striker and be besties with Angela. So that would and what's going to be even better in both Yumiko and the new Star Striker series, going back and forth between them, because she's going to be probably more so in the Star Striker series. But like I say, there will be some appearances in Yumiko, like with Yumiko number 3, where Star Striker first donned Cape and Cowl, um, where it was a more they were besties in the 27 series, but in this one they're going to be actual twin sisters there because one thing about it, when I drew them, Angela and then drew Monet, aka Diva Slave, I basically drew Monet pretty much similar to Angela, but I put some different features on her, like some freckles and slight little differences, but yeah, they pretty much just look like twins there. So I showed it to Angela, like, hey, what do you think of this? That's cool. That's cool. So she was cool with it and everything. And like I say, so she actually got all the way up to the 5th book. Um, and when I put the 6th book out, that's where you actually saw Diva Slay in action alongside Star Striker, fighting against the Snake Woman. I got the book published, had a book sign and everything, and I went and say so I was gonna take a copy over to her and everything. So, and yes, since since her character was in there and everything, and I called for her and everything, called her house and didn't get any answer or anything. I was like, okay, I guess she's still at church. It was a Sunday, by the way. So I was waiting, and then while I was waiting, I was just kind of scrolling through like I think like Facebook or Instagram, I think it was, and I got a message from one of her students at the school she works at, and the he asked me did I know that Miss Pierre had passed, and first thing I thought, I was thinking he was talking about Angela's mother, but he was talking about Angela, and then that's when I found out the information she had passed in a car crash. And yeah, that it is I just I literally, because I was sitting down in the kitchen, by the way, and I literally just slid out of the chair, and it was like I say I told my mom about it there, and one thing she told me, because I was really it, yeah, like you could probably imagine, I was really broken about that there, because I was like, you know, it's just like I didn't even know it was like I say, she passed on the 21st, and just say just past Sunday, if this happened this year, this past Sunday, I'm just now finding out. So yeah, I was like, man, they said she was on her way. She was on her way home. I don't know. I can't think where she was coming from, but she was just turning the street to get to her house there, off of West 70 there, and suddenly somebody hit as a came into her and just flipped her car over there. Oof. Yeah, like I say, like I say, you just never. That's one thing. Like I was saying, I really thought which like I say, because this is around, this time. It's been 6 years now. But ironically, I to this morning when I was on my way to work, uh, I almost had a wreck. But thank God I didn't, and we're okay. But I was dry. I had the green light just as I'm coming up, like light changes. So I started, going across the street, and all of a sudden, this other car that's turning left from the other side almost came. We basically we almost we when we realized, like, we stopped just an inch from hitting one another. That's that's a if that say now, yeah, because I know some people don't, there's some people out there that, like, well, I don't believe in God and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. He's real, and if he wasn't real, I would not be here. That's and and the thing with and then the thing that was more, I would not be here. And like I say, I know, even with, and I know even with Angela's case, but the but another side is, at least now in her case, like my mom say, she isn't, at least, if she's, accepted Christ and all that, at least, she's in heaven with God. So, but of course, like I say, even in knowing that, you still miss her down here. And I honestly, I still, like I say, I know there's nothing that can be done about it. But if she had been here still, she would have made a really good member of the Miracle Crew, along with me, Christina, of course, Casey, and EJ. Would have made a good member, and then also addition to, some others that, we might possibly be getting in the future. But yeah, that would have yeah, she would have made a really good member to the team, because, like I say, she's um, like EJ and Casey. She's a real good friend there. Very down to earth. Very as a there. She'll be there for you there. Very supportive there of the right thing. Um, and to say and to say and knows the Lord very. And to say doing. I know we're not all. I know none of us are perfect, but doing just like any of us true Christians, that say doing the best that we can do. Like I say, may even as they sure we stumble sometime, but like, hey, we try. We still do the best we can to keep ourselves right with God there. So yeah, and yeah, like I say, it just really it's a really big tragedy there. Um, Almost as I say, it's a really it's not kind of not really much any way else you could say it there. Like I say, but like I say, um, it's a but that's pretty much so. Yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to mention for this update there. And to say I actually do have on my on my older channels there are videos that have uh, excuse me deep excuse me more detail for us about Angela as well as Angela, I'm sorry, Angela, but also her characters Angela and Monet. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I want to say I think yeah, I think they're probably on both. Yeah, mostly on both channels. Miracle Comics and also Miracle Universe. Um, so I try to yeah, as soon as I get ready to close out, I will um, bring them up and give y'all and put the link, add those links to the description box there, and yeah, that way y'all can check them out there. So excuse me, yeah, that way I can check them out. And that is pretty much it for this update video. Like I say, it wasn't really much, but I figured, just basically focus with that and also leave you with a very important message. Um, just like what I just mentioned about what happened to me this morning with the car incident, definitely every morning, every morning that you get up, not only don't like you say, well, pray. Say, be sure to say your prayers when you get up and go to bed. And say, well, I'm doing that. But also, in addition to that, especially in the morning time, pray a prayer of protection there. Because, like I say, you never know what could happen the minute you step out that door before you even get in the car, maybe. So, yeah, pray a prayer of protection for God to keep you safe through the dangerous highways and everything. Even just say even when you're not on the road there, just like going to work and stuff like that. Because I mean stuff could happen anywhere, even if it's not on the road there. I mean stuff could happen on your job and stuff like or wherever it is that you're going for the day. You know, meeting or what just going to hang out with friends or going to church and stuff like that. Yeah, say as they say, your prayer protection in addition to the other things that you pray for, and also definitely be careful how you treat others too, because one thing about it, what goes around comes around, and another incident that happened to explain that. Like I say, I was last night. I had to work till 8 o'clock last night, Monday, and just as I was getting off, I got me a few things to. I was trying because yeah, when I be there at night, I don't really. It's a if I get anything, it's usually gonna be like one or two items and get out of there because I be wanting. Yeah, nighttime I be wanting to get home. So the daytime that's different. I might actually shop or something like that. But anyway, I'm getting a few items, and I come to the U scan register. They only had a couple of open that was all of them took card, but only two of them were taking cash. So I'm trying to figure out which one is taking the cash. And this old lady, this elderly lady, let me rephrase that. Despite despite what happened, yeah, I'm still gonna put some respect there, even if they don't show me respect. But this elderly lady came up behind me and decided she was going to be a bit of a smart aleck, and not only just a smart aleck, but also kind of insulting. He came up behind me and was like, hey, girl, all the open there. There's a big, yeah, you big one right there. And you standing up there looking stupid. I beg your pardon. So, and you know how, like, you watch Fresh Prince, you know how Uncle Phil had that look on his face there? Like, excuse me? Or James Earl Jones when he gave that look to Mike Epps and Roscoe Jenkins. Like, I'm sorry. So I had a similar look like that. My mom was giving that look when I was growing up too. So, um, so I get I say and I told her I told her firmly. I was like, ma'am, I was like I was looking for the ones that I was trying to make sure I went to the right one that took cash only because that's what I'm paying with. So then they said, then the lady that was monitoring UScan showed up and told us, if we were paying with cash, because I think a lot of them were taking the cash ones there. Y'all going over the register 5 because nobody's over there right now. So I got the register 5. Then the lady comes behind me just as they're scanning my items, and suddenly I think it was when they read my total. All of a sudden, I just so happened to look over, and I guess she was trying to get something from the little candy thing by the register, and she fell over and hit her bottom there, and she was trying to be cool, laugh at all. That's like, you okay? And I didn't say I didn't. That's all I said out loud too was, "Are you okay?" And then just went back to my business. But in my mind, I was thinking like, now who looking stupid now? Karma. So that's why I say y'all got to be careful how y'all treat folks. Be careful what y'all say to people. And I understand a lot of, and now I understand in some cases. I'm not saying everybody's trying to be like this lady. And as far as I know, maybe she didn't mean nothing by what she said stupid. I mean, then again, it's really hard. You never know what exactly people how they are meaning stuff, because sometimes they be like, oh, I was just joking with you. And in some cases they actually are trying to be mean, but sometimes, but yeah, just in general, be careful what you say to folks. I mean, because one, even if you're joking around, think about this. If this person don't know you, and you don't know this person, I wouldn't. Yeah, just switch it around. If it was me coming up behind this old lady, I mean this elderly lady, I'm sorry, and I don't know her, she don't know me, I would not, like, oh, I'm just joking with about the stupid thing. No, I wouldn't make this go, because I don't know you, and you don't know me, so I have no idea how you're gonna take that. And honestly, it's not really my style. It's not. I don't. I really don't like to call people that. Even if they treat me wrong, that's not. It's just not in me to outright come and say, "Oh, y'all are stupid." Like I said in my mind, I said who looks stupid now, but I never did think that she was stupid. But it did look stupid, in reference to what she said to me. But I never will like say that the person is stupid though. Yeah, it may look stupid, but I'm not gonna say that they are. I might think that I might, like, well, that's kind of ignorant, but yeah, because I mean, you got some smart folks that are very ignorant. So that's how I kind of look at it there. So yeah, like I say that. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say, even as a joke, because like I say, you don't. Especially now, if you know the person, if this is how, like, say, it's somebody you cool with, like this your homie, or this your bro, your cuz, or whatever, and y'all do this on a daily, and this is just how you guys do on a daily basis. That's fine, because okay, you know them, they know you, and they know what you mean by it. So okay, that's fine. Like some of my coworkers at work, yeah, we like to mess with each other. 'Cause, I mean, we know each other. We enough to do that. Like one of my coworkers in the meat market. I call him the store comedian, and Andre. And I say his name on him because I put he's the one in that video that I made of the comedical amazing Spider Dre, and he saw the video too. Yeah, I showed it to him. He thought it was real. He thought it was really funny because that's what he does. He makes jokes. He likes to mess around with folks and just sort of have a little fun. And we know him, so we used to we know he don't mean no harm by it. So we know, yeah, we know him and everything. Might possibly get on our nerves sometime. I mean, who doesn't? But it ain't nothing that's a big issue though. Like, oh, you, yeah, so yeah, but yes, if somebody you don't know, yeah, like I say, yeah, that's why I say you gotta be careful. So yeah, also be careful, going out, like on the road and stuff like that, dangers and stuff like that, and be careful how you treat people. Even as say, especially ones you don't know, and even ones you do know, because hey, sometimes a person that can might be going might be good, all cool one day, and next day they might you who know they might have went through something. Maybe they had a really rough time back at their house, and then they show up and then suddenly just lash out at you, as a so like I say, just be careful how you treat folks. Like I say, and I try my best to do that myself. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm perfect with it, but I do my best to treat folks right, best that I can do, by the grace of God. And that means sometimes I have to hold my peace on things because obviously folks ain't always gonna do the same back to you, and I'll be like, "Ooh, you." So that human in you is gonna be like Mo from the Three Stooges, like, "Why you?" Come back, come back, come back, come back. As Medea say, "Don't do it, don't do it, Sherry. He ain't worth it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Sherry. He ain't worth it." Don't don't fool around and don't fool around and get yourself locked up over somebody now. Come on, yeah. Say chill out, chill out, chill out. So, as they say, it's all relating to just be careful. My grandma preached that all the time. Be careful, 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 careful. I know I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm probably gonna say it. Probably gonna say it. Talk your ear off being careful. So, but I mean, hey, she got a point. So, like I say, just be careful, and like I say, in life, what you do, how you treat people. So yeah, so that's it for this weekly update. Before we close out, yeah, we do have the Bible reading. Probably depend. I should, I should, because I work tomorrow morning. So I get off from about 2 o'clock. So probably, 'cause, I come home and get settled in and everything. Um, I probably would do it, probably kind of early, like I'm doing this update video. Let's see, it's like what, 5? Probably, I would say at most I might be doing it around like, somewhere between 4 and 4:30 or something like that. Reason why, because like I say, my because Christina, she's working. She gets off at 6, and I kind of want to, have enjoy some, once she gets off and gets home, we enjoy dinner together and everything, and then just relax with her after that, for good. Both of us relax and everything, and just sort of, chill. So that's kind of why. So yeah, we'll probably do it then. If for some reason I don't come on here at the time I'm telling you, like between 4 and 4:30, then just be looking for me anywhere between 8 or 9. Just be looking for me around then. But I should be up here early in the afternoon before she gets off there. So yeah, but like I say, if something happens and I don't, and I'm not, and I don't, you don't see no post or anything, or no alert well, wait, like where Gabe at, you will know. So yeah, you'll know. So yeah, Bible reading, and of course, Saturday and Sunday, just like this past weekend, we'll be reading more of the Heroes of Dream anniversary special. Yeah, can't wait to get some more of that there, and working on some more of Yumiko Novel 4, so I can give you guys what's update on that. More shorts. How I Met EJ video dropping this week, and the Casey one next week, along with some additional videos that will be re-uploaded to this channel from the previous channel. Just a couple of them there. That way, you guys have some content still coming in there until the big Scooby Doo thing, and hopefully some point some Yu-Gi-Oh manga. So until then, we will definitely make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Get our available books, and definitely support us on that Patreon, just like Iceman Universe. Support him as well. See full length reactions to his stuff like Hey Arnold, Ed Nitty, Naruto, One Piece, Spy Family, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. And also, definitely be sure to um, support the Miracle Crew. Um, like I say, with yours truly, King Gabe, and of course Queen Tina, Big Sis Casey, and of course EJ the Supreme. And just like you hang out with us in these live streams, also hang out with us in on Facebook and on Discord there, and say yeah, do that. And also we can sell each other some stuff on that Makara app. And look like I got some likes here. This is who we got here. Who is in here? What's up, EJ? Hey, what's up, man? I guess you just getting off of work there, though. Yeah, I was just about to close. I guess you'll have to catch the replay of what all I just talked about. But yeah, like I say, but yeah, I understand you getting off work, though. Yeah, I understand them. So, yep, I know. I know. Yeah, we'll and my Bible reading will just letting you know before you head out. My Bible reading will definitely be tomorrow. It might. There's a strong chance that I'll be up here between 4 and 4:30. As soon as I get off of work, they're trying to do it before Christina gets off. Or if I don't get on here in the afternoon, then I'll be here between 8 and 9. But it will be Wednesday night. So yeah. Yeah, I know you busy, man. Just don't wait. I was a bit. Oh, okay. That's yeah. Yeah. We gotta see some of that content of yours, buddy. Yeah, gotta see what you got cooking. Got cooking, man. Eat some of it. You be liking to eat. And I guess you say, well, you do too, Gabe. It's like guilty, discharged. So, and say fair comment. So, yeah. So that's it there. Yeah, definitely more stuff coming. Check out what EJ got coming up. He'll fill you in on that on his channel there. And we will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, everybody. The roll of the die.